Hello, welcome to Mystic Moon's late night, early morning, moving with the forces of the universe, connecting to the cosmic energy surrounding us, inside and out. I hope this ominous time finds you well enough to probe the mysteries that are in our face, under our heartbeats, in our skin, around us. And there are many mysteries. As well as there is chaos, there are mysteries of why chaos is happening now. Today, 3i Atlas is coming closest to the Earth, to the planet Earth, than it has since its discovery, quotation marks, end of quotation marks, for discovery, since July of 2025, the year of the snake. Now, the year of the snake, we all know, is snakes shed. Old knowledge becomes stackable. You can remove the old knowledge, you can disregard it, because new things, a new skin, a new path is being revealed. Now, some of us are meant to worry about change, any type of change. Today should be the same as yesterday and the day before and the day before. We all know that. We know people like that. However, nothing in the universe is consistent. It's really consistent. There's no such thing as identity, one repeating itself to the gazillionth exponential signature. However, there's been individuals that have written the words of what they felt and the cosmic energy they experienced. There's certain keys. Now, we all have that potential to be a key, but very few of us will actually put the key in the door to open up the potential. It's been long prophesied by the ancient ones who have done this, who have opened the doors, and they have peeked or walked through the threshold to find, so this is what it is. Now, this is something so strange that we've heard from ancient books, which most common known is, to my mind, of course, the Bible. But there's been other references to ancient Sumerian texts and elsewhere, because all stories follow a path from the origin to the next person to the next person. And besides, oral is also written energy waves, right? And the only reason we know of something that's written is because it wasn't destroyed by our past people, our past humans. Now, and we've all heard of blood rain. The heavens will fall and the earth shall turn red with crimson red, with the blood of its inhabitants. It's been said in different ways, but basically it means blood, the oceans, the water, the lakes, the seas, the earth itself shall turn red. Now, what is red? Have you cut your hand recently? Have you seen your blood come out of your hand, or your leg, or your arm? What color is it? It's red. That's one thing that makes us humans our common denominator. We have red blood. And of course, if too much of our red blood comes out, what does it do? It means our death. Our death. Now, some of these ancient books call the blood red in our seas, in our water, in our liquid, and on our earth, where we put our footsteps on, as a sign of judgment. Because usually when you find red, somebody has made, someone or something has decided that you will flow your blood or you will die, right? Usually if you lose too much blood, you die. All right. Now we do know that we have had incidences like in July in Israel, Galilee, the Sea of Galilee turned red. Red, blood red, a few months ago. And what did, oh, of course, it's always this patronizing, you dumb earthlings. This is what happened. Let me educate you to the field of science. The Sea of Galilee turned red because of algae, the plant that, like weed. And because they give this long-winded excuse that it decayed. And also before it decayed, since algae, plants that live underwater, they have the color of green or bluish green. And of course, that's then they give long-winded again. It decays, so that's why it turned red. Now, how many of you have gone and seen plants, even your house plants, if you keep them in too much water, they turn red? No, they turn brown, like caca. But for us, we're told this long-winded thing of short wavelengths, photons, which are like molecules, light atoms, light photons, that they have shorter wavelengths. Okay, right? Okay, so basically they're saying that because you had a whole bunch of decay, too much weeds in the water, too much weeds, too much algae weeds, seaweed weeds. Okay, that was one excuse. Now recently, another thing has happened. There's been blood water in Iran. Oh, no, not Iran, Iraq. In the Straits of Hormuz, the Persian Gulf, which is the Middle East. Okay, so we've covered, again, another situation in the Middle East of the prophecies. And for this one, they say, again, red oxidize, iron oxidize. It when it gets powdered, they give you this long-winded thing about, again, like light waves, a wavelength, the sunlight hitting it, and it's easier to pick up blue and green. And then, since they are blue and green, they're saying, well, red iron, that it turns out to make a powdered form red. And then when the rain, the wet stuff hits it, it went into the water. It becomes red. Everything becomes red. Now, as long as I can recall, and even reading, I never heard about these places turning red. An island turning red, a sea turning red. And even in the United States, they have the desert in New Mexico. New Mexico has also had a huge patch. You can look at it on Google Maps. A big, huge red patch. And they're saying blood. And it's very weird that this area in the desert in the United States, situated in the Southwest, is close to Roswell. Remember Roswell in the 40s? That strange aircraft that was downed, and the big hush, 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 hush. And it's also close to Dulles Air Force Base, which is reported to be one of the deep underground military pieces. A dumb place. So, you're seeing this situation that we have red blood on our earth, and it is repeatedly happening. And they're also saying that you have blood from gem, like hermatite, and then when it's powdered form. I mean, they give these plausible. If you knew nothing of science, you'd go, oh, that sounds right. And then for the rest of us who are supposed to be ignorant, assumed to be ignorant, I'll put it that way, that their long-winded forms of speech can throw us off. Like, we're not supposed to listen to psychics. We're not supposed to listen to the prophecies. No. However, there is a branch. I must remind you that in every single world government or nation-state government, they have a psychic force, a psychic group. So they can make all these assumptions, but neither you or I. So let's ask the cosmic energy, what is this red? Now they're saying it's chemicals reacting to light, sunlight, rain, water. And what is water? Hydrogen, H2O. One atom of hydrogen to two atoms of oxygen. All right. Condensation. So condensation and light, photons, are giving us these red islands, these red waters. If that was so, why do we have red dye? Why do we have red dye in our food, which is petroleum based? And petroleum is not really red. It's not blue. It's not green. No, but it's quite black, right? But we have red. All right, let's see what these. Does this mean that we are into end times? Does this have anything to do with Three Eye Atlas? R2 Swan. Apophis coming up. I mean, there's so many things that we're being told. Spoon-fed what? Spoon-fed fairy tale, like the tooth fairy stories. The tooth fairy, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is going to fill my stocking. Well, how about filling my refrigerator? How about filling my car that I haven't bought yet? I mean, come on, really. We're getting all these things. Now, is Three Eye Atlas the engineers of that? Or the engineers of many of the out-of-place artifacts telling us something? Are we being played with? Are we being played? But tell us something about this blood, this essence of blood. Or is that the ultimate freak out for any human? Blood? Of course, we see war scenes in the Gaza, in Ukraine, in Syria, Venezuela. We see them everywhere, and others, Somalia, Nigeria, Kenya, everywhere. In all our American cities, we see them in Chicago, New York, LA. We see them in college campuses, Brown University. We see them everywhere. Madness. We feel the madness. All right, let's start this off. Are we seeing these prophecies? Tell us more about the prophecies. The Fool. Look at this. The key. The eye. And us, the Fool, playing whatever scene, whatever scenario we're hearing. Where does this lead us? Where is this leading us? There are the 10 pillars of God. And one of them, the sixth one, is the blood. The blood. The 10 plagues of God. Now, whomever you wish to call the great one, the greatest one, is your prerogative. But this is a sign, blood is a sign of judgment. Judgment. And it's coincidence that as we are hearing more and more war talk, specifically from, I can't say the United States only, because the United States is perpetrating certain things. But so are Russia, so is China, so is other nation states. So it's not just the great organizations who are not unfazed by prodding by smaller nations, I'll put it that way. The fool. Meaning we have the many roles to be played, many roles to be played. Many roles. Are we going to take this blood splotches here, there, and everywhere? And they also could be put there just to make us tremble with fear. This one we have the sun. The sun. Another eye. The eye of Horus. The eye. The sun. Are these telling us for judgment? Are we being played with? Are we being steered into our pens of fear, our pens of repent, our pens of like telling us that the universe is reacting to us in a way to make us feel that we're going in the wrong way. What we're doing and where we're going is wrong. We have the Fool. We have the Sun. Two major arcana. Look at that eye. Prophecies. Prophecies are put there. Long, centuries old prophecies. Now, I don't remember reading ever in history classes that so and so Sea of Galilee turned red, blood red. I don't remember reading that the heartland of the United States or the southwest of the United States was red, the earth was red. I don't remember the Straits of Hormuz turning red, having red islands. I don't remember that. I haven't read that. Have you? Have you? Have you? Hello, everyone. So have you heard of it? Have you ever read, tell me now, it said why in the last few months of 2025, as we go into 2026, the year of the horse, of action, of acting upon, not just quiet contemplation about the newness and change, transformation. We're talking about you transformed already. Now it is action. Are you ready for the action? And the action is not one person, collective. And what do we have here? The world. Ooh, so much. Three major arcana. We have the Fool. Actions can be disguised and could be inverted and converted. It also could be play the hand that you are dealt at the moment. Then we have the sun. The sun is like, listen, the judgment. We could also be orchestrated by a more advanced civilization besides the great one forming and telling us, or pausing for judgment. And we have the world, encompassing all of us, our planet. This is bigger than just you or I, but we are all part of one. We are all part of one. The wheel. I have never had a deck a hand with so much. Look, each one of these, there's not one so far, 4 cards, there's not one that's not a major player, a major decision maker. Judgment is at hand. Now, judgment, something, it feels as though something on a much higher, more advanced plane is making this sign to us to turn things around, to show you definitely are being received messages. There are definite messages. Definite messages. The Fool, the Sun, the World, and then the Wheel. Let's see what this next one is. The Ace of Vessels. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Vessels. The Ace of Vessels. This is what it takes. These splashes, these earthquakes of color, of red, of judgment are upon us now. We can heed or we can not pay attention. But it's very hard because it keeps on happening, and especially in the last few months. No, this is definitely something. Definitely, we are beginning. It's definitely, forget about the garble you're hearing from science. Our science, in the viewpoint of the universe, is low, small. So it's convoluted, not inaccurate for our level of comprehension as a mass race, as a mass intelligence, humanity all geared into one. But look at this. We cannot say that this is not. The message is these prophecies are real. These prophecies about this judgment, blood being judgment. And I don't mean that you will go to heaven or to go to hell, not that type of judgment. But it's close. It's close. We are doing wrong. We are doing wrong. We are not listening to the signs of the heavens, of the cosmos. We are not paying attention. It is not a starry light show above our heads at night, over our bodies. No. It's not a private movie set. No. Thank you for the likes, everyone. I think we have to pay attention to this. There's too many things happening, and this convoluted 1, 2, 3. This is how it's read. Doesn't apply. Look at this. No, we are being told a message of the direction we're going. We have to stand aside and connect with the cosmos. Connect with our. We're not just little tiny creatures with no path, no goal in sight. We are being shown ways, the way. We're being shown to look up, to look up, to look up. Because when we look down and we see these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of year old signs, And yet we can give them some kind of peanut butter and jelly explanation, right? Some homogenized milk, pasteurized milk, store-bought, convenience store assessed. Oh, just patch it up, Band-Aid on what's really happening in our world. And it's not global warming. No, this is something bigger. There's no phrase that we can really say to adequately state what it is. Did you fear? No, steady yourselves, calm yourselves. Pay attention to the signs, they're all around us. And yes, iron oxide exists. But how come we didn't see it before? How come we didn't see the patch in the southwest United States before? How come the Sea of Galilee, we couldn't just get a cup or a pool of red? We have to have the Sea of Galilee. How come we have in the Straits of Hormuz, we have an island, the waters? How come we have this now? I'm familiar with the Persian Gulf. I'm familiar with the Straits of Hormuz. I lived there, in fact. I never heard of red island to this degree. Oh, you could go in the desert, and the desert, depending on the time of day, the desert the sands have colors, but not this type of red. No. And, no. So let's see. The only question now is to wonder, are we being, well, provoked is the wrong word, isn't it? Provoked is the wrong word. Are we questioning? Are these plagues? This sixth plague, the rivers, the water will turn blood red. The water will be blood. Is this foretelling that once we have again another great war, that blood will be everywhere? We are allowing a small group of people to dictate annihilation, dictate mass blood. In Ukraine alone, this past year, 500,000 men, what's one little place, have been slaughtered. Their blood has run dry. Their blood has stained. But this is showing us in other places, blood. What is this message? We know what the message is. But what are we going to do about it? Are we going to say, oh, it's nothing, yuck, 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 yuck? No, we're not going to. Because we know we can feel something happening. We're going to have to come back to this, but this reading that we did, this is something we are told to heed the signs. Not to freak out and get nuts. No. Heed does not mean you lose yourself in an emotional tiff. But you use calmness. You look around, you see the signs. Pay attention. We're being given paths, warnings. We know we can feel the warning in our guts, in our mind, in our hearts, in our beliefs. But it's no longer the time to honor a human person. Humans are being led where? Where are we being led to? These signs are showing us, are pointing an arrow to the direction we are being led to. Now, I think I'm going to leave this for now, but we have more to discuss, more to feel, more to see, more to understand, because this is particularly important time because we are having contact. Contact with whom and how and why. We can feel the why because we are totally chaotic. The human race right now is allowing itself to be spit upon, spit upon, spit upon. You can go spit upon, spit upon. Nobody spits at me, but yet we're allowing something to happen. Something that we ultimately have a choice in. We do have a choice. We do have a choice. And then it's almost as though that old saying, a real person dies once, but a coward, a headless coward, a mindless person dies many times, many times, many times, many times. But we're going to, let's just take one card from this deck. This one. Let's see. See that? The devil. The devil. This is almost as though we're being driven by some force that is highly, what we would say, we could say, satanic. And again, all these cards are again high arcana cards. The devil. I'm going to, you can get my message. You can feel, I'm feeling out to all of you out there. This is no ordinary events. This is no bread and butter type of occurrences. This is something else. Something else. Something else. So hi everyone. I want you to, what do you think? What do you think of these red waters, blood waters, these blood earths, blood sands, blood earth, blood soil? We're being kissed off, aren't we? Like, we just throw anybody, anything at us, right? Just give them this, give them that. Thank you, Perlin. How are you, Scott? Today I'm feeling extremely, I myself have been feeling extremely open. I'm feeling that we're getting such a message, we're getting so much energy. I could hardly sleep, yesterday. And today I'm up. I'm getting these energy readings. We are being contacted. And we can't wait for someone to say, oh, my leader is telling me that this is so. This is so. This is so. No, it's more than that. Halloween. Luinda, how are you? Spring, how are you? Cher, how are you? Well, we have a lot. These next 48 hours, something's going on. It's very strange. We're going to go into more and more and more of this. But right now we have to talk about the sign. The sign making everybody aware of the Sea of Galilee. Okay, boom. We have Southwest, United States, boom. And then we have the Straits of Hormuz, boom. There's locations so far. And we also have this, we've been talking about this pink fog. Pink fog. Now that's a whole other thing. That comes into something else, terraforming our air. Pink fog, it's lingering. No, we're having some strange happenings. These are signs. We cannot say, forget it. It's nothing. We can't say that. No, we can't say that. We can't say it. I can't say it. I'm going to end this reading right now because you're all aware that we have these prophecies are not just hot air. These prophecies can't be dismissed with simple type of science 101. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yes, definitely, we're in the hot zone of activity. Thank you again for your time, and I will be back soon. We're putting something together here, and I'm appreciative, truly, for your energy. And connect again very soon. Bye bye.